The part 2 of question 3B required that the candidates indicate 4 challenges of performance management in public sector organizations. Indicate 4 challenges. 4 challenges of performance management. Performance management in public sector organizations. So this question had 8 marks. Indicate 4 challenges of performance management in public sector organizations. Now, we have just looked at the definition of performance management, which is a systematic process of developing organizations through people and teams. So what are some of the possible challenges that the examiner is asking for here? So firstly, public sector organizations are mainly service organizations. And when it comes to service organizations, they are providing services, and there is a challenge in quantifying services. So that becomes one of the challenges associated with the process of performance management, because these services which are supposed to be provided to the public or members of the public in a country are service oriented and may not be able to be quantified very easily for an organization to be able to manage the performance. 2, bureaucracy and delays. Bureaucracy and delays in decision making. The government processes have to go through very lengthy processes, and there are delays in decision making. There are delays in providing certain information that is required, and this makes it very challenging for public sector organizations to be able to arrive at concrete aspects that can be used as indicators that can be put in the process of performance management, and this poses a challenge in the public sector organizations, and which cannot be managed very easily because decisions sometimes come from the top and they cannot be able to be pushed, and because of these delays it also hampers or impedes performance management processes. Thirdly, a lack of incentives. It should be noted that when it comes to the performance management process, some organizations, like in the private sector, can use performance-linked productivity pay systems. But when it comes to the government processes and performance management processes, sometimes there are fixed scales of rewarding employees. And these fixed scales of rewarding employees, you cannot go outside these processes if you were to use a performance management process that rewards performance. And in so doing, these organizations are not able to manage performance management processes as they could be able to do it because of lack of incentives and procedures which are supposed to be done in relation to fixed scales and structures that cannot be altered. Then fourthly, lack of technology. And new systems of performance management. So this implies that in the public sector organizations, most of the processes are basically manual processes. Manual processes where individuals within those organizations make decisions on pen and paper. as opposed to, say, private sector organizations where performance management processes are being done using systems, using electronic means, using analytics, which can be done very quickly. So this again becomes a challenge in relation to public sector organizations as far as fixing of performance management processes are concerned, because they are mainly manual. So this is the part B of the question, with Roman 2, which required that candidates indicate 4 challenges of the performance management in public sector organizations. And we have given those 4 challenges as service sector organizations, where quantification of services is a challenge, bureaucracy in public sector organizations, where delays in decision making that may not be aligned with the cycles in performance management processes, and lack of incentives like fixed scales, which are used for purposes of salary and rewards to workers, and lack of modern technology.